Good morning, my people. What's up, world? It is Wednesday, October 23rd. I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because with Him all things is possible. This No Duck Zone episode is sponsored by Matchbout. Follow Matchbout, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Matchbout, the best sponsorship in the land. Good morning, people. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's feeling blessed today. I hope everybody's feeling appreciated. I hope everybody's feeling thankful, seeing another day and remembering with Him all things is possible. Well, today, folks. Also hoping that everybody also gets to where they're going safe. School. You're coming from work, get home safe. If you're going to work, get there safe. Kids, go to school. Don't play no hooky at all. Go straight there, do whatever it is that you gotta do, so your day will be more safer than what it was the day before. As you know, tomorrow is on tomorrow, right? We got the New York Liberty ceremony, championship ceremony. It's gonna be great. We got the parade, first parade since 2009 for just for in our city. As far as basketball, that haven't happened since the 70s. So it's a major week. It's also something I didn't talk about. It's also a fight day today, but I'm not getting into that. I'm not doing any of that. I might come back. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. Every time I'm supposed to come back and do something, it doesn't happen. But we'll do it, whatever. So let's just get into it, man. We're gonna get into this basketball talk, honoring uh honoring our women, WNBA champs, New York Liberty. So let's get into it. So for our newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Um, I want to take it back for a second, right? I remember it wasn't 1996. I believe it was 97. Can't remember the month. When I first saw the WNBA, I was a basketball fan. So I never looked at it like, yo, the girls, man, I don't want to watch it. I had been watching the fellas for so long. It was interesting watching the women. Um, Lisa Leslie, Teresa Weatherspoon, um, Rebecca, I forgot her name. It's so many of them at the time that I watched, but I just remember, and I'm not thinking in my head at the time, well, let's see how long these women last. That was never on my mind. I didn't have a clue of even where the WNBA was going. I just know I watched it because it was basketball. Josh, what's up? That's all that was on my mind at the time. It's basketball. And, I played basketball with girls. I had one on my team. Exactly. Rebecca Lobo, yeah, who was a former Liberty player who played next to Teresa Weatherspoon. And both of them were no joke. They were no joke at all. Um, so anyway, as the years went on, and I believe it was the Houston Comets were the first ones that had won the WNBA championship. The young lady who was on at the time, her face is in my head, but her name is not there. But it's the Houston Comets, and that's exactly what their name were almost close to the Houston Rockets. The Houston Comets um, had won, and then I think I don't know if the Sparks ever did it. It's kind of hard to remember what teams winning back there. But the whole point is, it wasn't about who was winning; it was about how far those ladies had came from to what you see today. And don't think that if it wasn't for those ladies opening up the door, like the Lisa Leslie's, the Rebecca Lobo, Teresa Weatherspoon, and every other woman who was doing a thing at the time, um, who knows if 28 years later the WNBA would have still been, you know, around? Because what if it didn't do good and it would have flopped? It could have easily flopped and might have just went away. know, they were already getting judged because they were women. Um, it was almost a competition between them and the men. It just nobody, like I said, nobody thought that they would be around that long. And as the years went on, it was kind of interesting because people were starting just to get a little more interested in it. They couldn't. Uh, I don't want to say they couldn't hang in there with the NBA because that was a lie because they did. Um, the problem is we had a bunch of male chauvinist men that was just like, yo, I won't watch it. There were probably more of them watching it then than now because some these ignorant dudes go, yo, I'm not watching no female basketball, and I go, you're bugging. But you'll watch a bunch of men run up and down the court slapping each other in the ass. Like, let's make that make sense. Um, so as the years went on, I remember the first time I even attended a WNBA game was with the Liberty. I've attended more than once, and that's so crazy. I probably have attended more of the women than I did the men. Um, I can't give an exact number. Probably in the early 2000s, maybe I wouldn't say 2010, maybe 2011. I had attended the game, so that was I think that was my first Liberty game. Then 2014, I believe I attended one over the summer. So I was already familiar with it. I was already used to it, from 2010 to 2014. The team at that time already had been around since '97. You talking about from the time I was 14. So as I got older, it was, you know, getting to my 20s and still seeing that the team, that not just the team, but the league, because mind you, the WNBA just wasn't about no New York Liberty. You know what I mean? There was definitely other teams in there that kept the league together. Um, and as the years went on, and it went on, and it went on, and went on, and it went on, and I'm like, hey, these girls are still hanging in there. Even though different generations are coming in, I'm still tripping off the fact how, okay, I'm getting older and this league is still around. And when I look at it today, I go, Jesus, I actually was alive, not in prison or not dead, but I actually was alive to see my New York Liberty win the championship at 41 years old. In the league got started when I was 14 in '97. So if that's not something to be thankful for, and you idiots are just, all right, so what? They won, big deal. It's more than a big deal. I'm here to see the Yankees go back to the World Series again at 41. It's about being thankful. See, y'all think about the age. Uh, it's not really so much of that. I also think about the moment. 28 years the WNBA has been around. What up, D Free? Shout out to the Freeze. WNBA has been around 28 years. And that's a long time. From the time I was a little boy, a teenage kid, till now. It's a blessing. Um, and it's crazy because they went last year to the finals, and even though they lost, God works in mysterious ways. Because you remember when they lost in home on their court. They lost last year on their home court and came back this year and won on their home court. God works in mysterious ways. But even when they went to the finals last year, I was still happy for them. I was like, okay, I'm here to see that. For them to come back the following year, and you know what? Even if they would have lost this year, some people would have downed them. Wasn't gonna do it. I was just happy to see it. Underrated. What's up? The link is in, baby. The link is in. So when I actually sit and take the time to think about not just them winning, but where was I when the very first time I've seen the WNBA? Um, it gets kind of not overwhelming, but it just you just appreciate that you were here for all these different generations to see so much change, not only in your life, but if you look at the sport, there was so much growth. And like I said, we could have easily not been here to see any of this. So to be here to see it, definitely a blessing. And we got our Yankees in. I'm gonna get on them in a minute. I'm probably gonna do something Friday with them. If I can, I might get on Friday and jump on and do something with them. Jeff Spark, what up? Say that girl. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Quee, what's going on? Hashtag Quee. Hey, Quee, great coaching. Coached our Liberty right to a championship. Thank you, Quee. Appreciate you. Need some of that Texas love in New York. So yeah, ring ceremony tomorrow, parade tomorrow. Parade starts 10 a.m. Me and Tiff will be out the door way before that. Of course, I'm gonna grab my equipment. I'm gonna get down there and I'm gonna get busy. What's going on, Marky Dan? Like for everybody that's in here, can y'all think about how young y'all were when the WNBA started? Some of us might have been a couple years older than others, but you think about in 1997 how young you were. I was only 14. Oh yeah, Josh. She'll read the comments. She's on the phone right now, so she got off. She'll come back on in a minute. She like to make her phone calls early in the morning. 17 years old, Quee. See what I mean? We weren't far from each other in age. 3 years. Look at that, Jeff Spark, 1997. He was 19. You see what I'm saying? We all wasn't too far from each other. Like we all were still young kids. Whether you were 14, 17, or 19. We all were young kids. Do y'all see what it is today that 28 years later we here? 28 years later. There's tickets for the Dodgers and Yankees World Series. Hell no, Marky Dan. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I don't want to sound selfish or crazy, but if let somebody got a ticket for me, I ain't doing it, bro. I can't. I'm gonna do a Yankee special not next week. Probably this week. I'll do a Yankee special. I'm just focusing on the Liberty right now, but I'm gonna get to the Yankees. I'm gonna get to the Yankees and Dodgers. I'm doing that separate though. I'm gonna do that probably next week. Not next week. Maybe later this. Maybe later this week. I got to see how my schedule look. I'm still a young buck. Yeah, I know, but you just older than what you are. I ain't miss a WNBA game, the original Houston Comets. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, Quee. I was just talking about how I think they were the first team to win the championship. Class of 96, 97, 19 years old. Yeah, you see what I mean, Tay? We all were young. Some of us might have been just coming out of middle school. Some of us might have been coming out of high school. Some of us might have been going into our freshman year of college. It all depends on what you had going on, but we always young. Yeah, back to back. Yeah, yeah, Marky Dan. Not me. Hell no. They can have that. But there's some people who will pay for that. They're gonna do that because they diehard fans. The back to back. Yeah, yeah. What's so crazy is the Houston the Houston Rockets. I remember they did theirs back to back. So it's just crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I used to love. Yeah, Cheryl Swoops. I was trying to get her name. There you go, Cheryl Swoops. I was trying to get her name, man. It was right. The face was right there, but I couldn't get the name. Cheryl Swoops. Um, them girls were bad, man. They were bad. When I mean they were bad, they were some bad ass women. Bad. And it wasn't about, yeah, Cooper. Cooper was no joke. Cooper definitely was no joke. And it wasn't about, yeah, exactly, Queen, definitely Kim. It wasn't about how they dressed. It wasn't about how they looked. It wasn't about their sexuality like you hear people talk about today. Tina Thompson was, yo, Tina Thompson used to violate people. It wasn't about all that. People talk about that today about they want to know if they start Googling people, players, and oh my God, she has a husband. Oh my God, she has a wife. And I'm like, I don't care nothing about none of that. I don't care nothing about none of that. I'm not I'm not gonna deny them and not watch them because of their sexuality. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of people talk about that now, but they wasn't talking about that back then. That one girl with the Jay-Z lips pause. I can't think of her name. She always was. Oh, what's the one Queen? They just showed something with her the other day. They were talking about it. Did you just mention her kid, Queen? I know he talking about the girl with the red lips. They just talked about it. Did you just mention her? That's Tina Thompson. Yeah, Tina Thompson. She just mentioned her, Tina Thompson. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, yo. Tina wasn't ugly neither. Tina might not be she might not have been the finest. She might not have been the finest, but Tina Thompson was definitely something to stare at. All right, Kim, she was the best. I didn't even know she died. I didn't know she died, Quee. I didn't. Did y'all see that ESPN special 30 for 30? I think I seen a glance of it. I don't think I seen the whole thing, Quee. I don't think I seen the whole thing. I just think I glanced at it. That was it. I'm gonna go look at it. But if you see how far Swirl Suits was on fire back then, yes, she was. If you just look at the time of what you was doing, how young you were, where you were in your life, I don't know when she died underrated. You gotta ask Quee that. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. But my whole thing of bringing this up too is not just about bragging about the Liberty winning. She died cancer. She had cancer, unfortunately. Oh God rest her soul. Jesus. Yeah, I didn't know she died. I didn't even pay attention to that part. Um, but when you just think about where you were and what you were doing at this time in '97, you know what I'm saying? It makes a difference because you look at 28 years and she died in '99. Damn, she just died 2 years after the league started. You know what? They might have mentioned that, and at the time, maybe that went over my head, and maybe I missed it. But hey, that's crazy. God rest her soul, though. I was a ski. Well, 97. No, I couldn't go to no skating rinks. 97. I got to what YMCA. I got to go to the movies. I got to go to a few parties for teenagers and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna act like I didn't have a life at 14. I was living in upstate New York. I used to go watch wrestling, the real wrestling, the WWF at the time. That's when I used to do at 14. I was a real sucker for some wrestling, which I'm gonna start getting into these wrestling shows too. Be on the lookout for that. Okay? Be on the lookout for that because I'm about to come with that wrestling. Not today's. When I get ready to get back into that wrestling, I'm going back old school. So be on the lookout. I told you we get ready to do different things on here. Cousin that you let on IG Live, she still plays basketball, and he's been on. Oh yeah, I need some footage of him, Quee. What part of upstate? Oh, so yeah, back at that time in '97, Tay, I was living in Poughkeepsie. I was living in Poughkeepsie, New York. I stayed in Poughkeepsie from probably 2 years. So from '96 to '98, and then I came back to the Bronx, which I should have never been in Poughkeepsie because that wasn't no place to live at the time. It's already on there, underrated. I just told you that the link is in. You got to start checking your IG when you wake up in the morning, bro. I just said the link is in. That's why I said the link was in when you popped up. It's on, it's on his IG. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna check that, quick. We were freezing. Well, it wasn't about me about no weather because you can't control the weather where you move. I was worried more about being up there with people I didn't like and new kids, and I didn't like them. I made conversations with a few people. A few people I'm still cool with from me living up there, but I didn't like that place. That place sucked, and so did the people. Just that simple. But yeah, when I started watching the WNBA, I was actually living upstate. I wasn't, yeah. That's where all of it started for me. His name is Isaac out of Texas. So, all right, Kui, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up. So what does he play for? Like the so hold on, Kui. What does he play for? Like the D League? Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. All right. I messed up. Okay. Underrated one, the number one grinder, the best kept secret on social media. What is going on, my brother?
No, I'm good. I don't know.
He
My IG
travels.
sometimes my IG does pop up. Sometimes it doesn't pop up. I might have
He
to.
travels playing ball and getting paid. Oh, okay, all overseas and everything. Oh, he get that money, Quee.
Yeah.
When you playing ball overseas and you traveling and all that, man, you getting paper. Like people think all the money's in America. People don't realize when you I don't care if you're a rapper, ball player, boxer, there's always you get that more. You always get more money when you go overseas. And they wonder why people like 50 Cent is still successful the way he is, not just because of his shows and what he do. He still does the man's damn near 50 already. And he still make a killing doing rap shows, going to different places. But yeah, but like I said,
I had to.
28 years for me to be here to see. Like I said, it started out for me being a kid to seeing this happen today. See, it wasn't like always watching the Yankees when they win, and I go, okay, they won. I remember them winning in '96, and then winning in '97, I think '98. Then after that, it's like, okay, I got used to it. I got used to it, and I'm like, all right, and that was cool. But to see, D Freeze an ass. He played All Star game as well. Okay, Quee, I'm definitely gonna check him out.
Mhm.
But yeah, just to see where these ladies came from to today, and like I said, not just Liberty, but just the women. Period. Um, and to hear these idiots say, "Man, I ain't going to watch no women play," and I go, "Man, you don't know nothing. You won't go watch women play, but you'll watch men run up and down the court slapping each other asses. Make that make sense." And let's keep it 100. Uh, underrated. These women play better than these men, hands down.
Mhm.
Yeah, they didn't win '97. They won '96, '98, '99, 2000, and '09. Yeah.
Yeah, they the first dynasty of they the first women
But I'm gonna
dynasty
I'm
of
gonna get to the I'm gonna get
NBA.
to the Yankees another day, y'all. I'm gonna get to them another day. I got a whole thing I'm about to do with them. Uh, probably Friday or Saturday. I got the Yankees.
Yeah,
Right now, we're focusing
yeah.
on our women.
You know,
They play real defense. Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. So what?
now I'm saying that the people, well, the WNBA got to put some respect, more respect. The Houston Comets was the first women dynasty. They the trendsetters. They the one who took women basketball. I'm talking about pro to another level. You
Yeah,
know,
Houston
You got
Comets.
Cynthia Cooper says that she was the next Michael Jordan. I mean, Michael Jordan of women. And so you got Cheryl Swoops. To me, very underrated. Could do it both ends of the both ends. Let me tell you, had countless awards of offense and defense. Cheryl Swoops, look her up.
I don't know.
So I think I'm with you. We're gonna talk more about women's basketball. I want to do that. But to get back to the Liberty, to win their first championship, that I would do a live on it later on and everything. I just gotta set it up and everything, So what I mean, it's a, it, I mean,
Nancy. Yeah, I met Teresa Witherspoon. I'm trying to think of what year was it that I met her. I met them actually as they were coming to the garden. They were coming in the building, and I'm trying to think. Was this shit? Was I still a kid? I might have still been in high school. I can't really think of when, but
it was in college.
I had met them coming in the building, and when they were coming in the building, I'm trying to think were they coming in the building or were they leaving. But at this time, people wasn't really going through the back of the garden. For some reason, when I caught them, they were coming out the front of the garden. And I thought that was, I didn't think it was awkward. I didn't think none of it. I just said, oh shit, there go Teresa Witherspoon. There Rebecca, and a lot of them were tall as shit. So I remember actually having her sign my autograph, and I don't have that autograph no more, and I'm pissed. But you know what she said to me? And I can't
But
forget these words, and I'm not making this up, and I wish social media was around at the time. And I had these like braids. I had like almost these Allen Iverson braids. She wore braids. And the first thing she did was, when she said what's up to me, she complimented me on my braids. I had
mm,
I had at the time what they called the zigzag
hmm
braids. So they was crispy. And I remember she took her hand and did like that. She was like, oh, this is
Ooh.
crispy. And I'm like, no, I'm young. I'm like going back to the hood, like, hi, you don't know what just happened to me. Okay. Reese Weatherspoon just put her hands on my head, told me my braids was crispy,
Mhm.
and I got an autograph. So it was dope. I would. She said, I would love to meet Spoon. Man, let me tell you something. Spoon wasn't nothing to play with.
Uh,
And Spoon coaches today. I don't know if y'all know that. Y'all know she
yeah,
coaches.
yeah.
She's
She
still
got
in the
fired.
game. She's still in the game, coaching and all. She showed up for the game the other day, and I felt her pain. I felt her tears when she stood there and she cried because you got to remember she was a part of that team, and so I understood what she felt. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? She was happy. Oh my God. Oh my God, my girls did it. And that, that was, I think we all had a long braids or yeah, we did. At that point, man, yeah, I did. My dressing wasn't that bad, but it was woo. I also had swoop shoes. Team played. Yeah, yeah, we always had some shoes we wanted to wear that we seen. It made me so happy to see her. Yeah, it was happy that Spoon got fired as Chicago Sky coach, Clarence, if you didn't know. Yeah, I didn't care about none of her getting fired about all that. It's all good.
Yeah, because
She'll
they
be
didn't give her a chance. They didn't give her a chance anyway.
somebody, you know what? Somebody will pick her up. She's a great coach. Chicago ain't anyway. Men or the women team.
But
So
yeah, but guess who I met and I had a conversation for 15 minutes. Remember Rebecca Lobo?
yeah, we were just talking about her. You can't walk outside
So
with
Rebecca
your basketball
Lobo back
shoes
in
on that.
'98. I would take her to Business City, and I see her around Times Square. I said, "That's Rebecca Lobo." I told her, Rebecca. I said, Rebecca, what? Now that's during the time she was having knee problems, and then later on she had to retire. But I talked to her at Times Square for 15 minutes, y'all. She real cool, totally.
Yeah,
She real cool. She said, "I said
you
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 still
you've seen
yeah,
you've seen through the years that the league a lot has changed from the women back then to the women today. You see, because we always say sex sells, but you look at the women and how they came to the arena, how they were walking, and how they were built compared to the women today. And that's probably my favorite part watching them when they make their entrance in the arena. Some of these women they be killing it. They be killing it when they be coming to the arena, and I be sitting back like, look at them. But like I said, from that time till today, just to see how far they have come from.
yeah,
It's I just think about everything I did as a kid, everything I did from that age leading up to now, and being able to see that. And I went through a lot from 97 to now. So I kind of felt almost what Teresa was feeling, just a tad bit from the outside as being a fan. She felt it as being actually a player
yeah,
and used to play for them. And it was just an overwhelming moment for me.
yeah,
Seeing that happen was like, oh my God.
yeah.
Because we needed to bring some excitement back to New York City because New York is too much of a city where they're down. They're down and everybody walks around depressed. Everybody walks around mean. And I'm just like, we need something. We need something to bring some excitement back. So this right here was great. But yeah, when I start thinking about all the teams though, and they didn't have as much teams back then as they have now. I'm trying to think of how many teams did they have back then. It wasn't 8 teams. I don't know if it was 8 teams or was it 16, but they didn't
I
have as
think
much teams. They didn't have as much teams back then as they have now. Chicago didn't have no team back then. It wasn't no Las Vegas. Uh, it was certain cities that didn't have teams. I think even the I think even Atlanta got one for the women.
Mm-hmm.
So it's beautiful to see the change and the growth of the league. You know, and and not to take nothing away from the girls back then, but you know, they were great, talented. But you know, you see these girls today, and you like, God damn, these girls can play. They can play. And
Yeah.
I think the WNBA has a bright future. I see it
Yeah.
being around for 28 more years, and I can't even put a time frame on it, or I can't put a year on it. I think there's a girl out there right now who um, who is following the girls today, or she's following the
Yeah.
Teresa Witherspoon. She might be a young girl, but if she's out there researching and out there doing her homework, um, she she she's she's practicing. She has work to do. Crush, what's up? There was only 8 teams back in night. Yeah, exactly. That's why I knew it was only 8 teams back then. I knew it wasn't that many. Yeah, it was only 8 teams. I knew for a fact it was something like that.
Yeah.
That girl played on Dallas is my favorite player behind. Uh, yeah, yep. Even they got a team. So it was a lot of teams you see in the league now that you wouldn't have seen years ago, which is dope. It was dope, and it's tomorrow, man. It's about to be oof. Tomorrow in New York City, it's about to be pure chaos.
Yeah.
Pure chaos is about to be, and I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with it, man. I was just saying underrated. I don't know if you heard me.
Uh-huh.
Um, but as much boxing has been going on, and I'm not about to bring it up, but I just want to say
Yeah.
it's been a lot of shit I don't want to talk about. So I'm going to get back into my old school wrestling, WWF. We're going to be talking about some things. So make sure you up here for it.
Yeah.
And everybody who's a wrestling fan, if you didn't watch it and you just thought it was fake, I don't need you coming up here and insulting it. Oh, it was fake. It's fake. It's fake. Okay, we all know that already. We don't need you coming to remind us that. This
Right.
is just to give people that old feeling back, throwback talks like we have in the day. You know, if you're not a fan of the WNBA, you don't watch girls, and I don't like wrestling because it's fake, and I didn't like Bobby Brown because he was a drug addict, then fine. I don't need your, we don't need your stupid ass comments. You know, just don't come over here. But for some people, bringing these up, I'm back, y'all. Work calls early this morning. It's all good. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely, Josh. That's the. I remember when I first went to go see that in person. That shit was crazy, Josh. I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt like I was in the projects watching my homies fight. Yeah, I never knew he. Yeah. Oh, I was just telling Naqui. What I was saying is, I'm talking about not now, but I'm gonna get back to days when I'm gonna be doing old school wrestling, WWF, old school wrestling. You know, Hogan, Warrior, British Bulldog. I'm gonna be getting into all that, and if people feel like they don't want to hear that, then don't come over here. If you don't like the WNBA, you don't support women, don't come over here. Then. You know, I don't want to talk about Bobby Brown. Let's talk about you know, my thing is I'll talk about whatever it is I want to talk about. So we're gonna get into old school wrestling. Yeah, good time is a long time from commenting chat. It's always because of work. Yeah, yeah, I know you gotta work. So so get prepared to see that. Get prepared to see that probably next week. Old school wrestling. So just letting you know right now. I don't care what everybody else is talking about in they chat. Hey, there's a fight coming up. Okay, and that's cool. There's always room to talk about a fight, but there's not going to
Yeah.
be any more going through Monday to Friday, just boxing. We're not doing that. Whatever I feel like I want to talk about, I'm gonna talk about it, and that's just gonna be it. Take me back, underrated. Take me back now to what you were doing, and at the time when you first heard about the WNBA, and what was your thoughts on it when you first heard that there was going to be a league for women?
Well, well, really, our first was they was really talking about it back in the early '90s. They was talking about it, but the financial part and the cities and stuff, and it was a debate that they were going to have a WNBA team in New York because they was talking about a lot of icon sports teams in here. So there was a debate there. But the credit for New York, us as New York, yeah, bring a women's team there. And we embraced it. So New York was one of the first teams that embraced women basketball pro. I'm talking about the WNBA. We was one of the first groups. So
When you sitting around your friends and you're talking, you're having these conversations, you're sitting around family, was there any criticism about, man, we don't need no damn women's basketball team. We got the
no,
Knicks. Was everybody supportive of it? Like these dudes
yeah.
today, like, man, I don't watch no
I'm
damn
I'm
WNBA.
talking about the ones I'm with. Oh, we were talking about women basketball even back in the '80s. So when
Okay.
I got older, yeah, when I got older, we always told women say so when the Liberty came, it was breath of fresh air for us and everything to see the really happen when we were talking about it for years before that. So for me personally, when the Liberty came to WNBA, it was good. It was great for us because especially the women that came, they embraced New York. They was walking around like New York City, go travel and stuff. So we embraced that, and they was nothing but love. And so I said, for me, I say, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I see men play. I play basketball. I see men. So it was a breath of fresh air for me. I mean, the ones I was with, and I know that others, and also the guys I grew up with, they had daughters play basketball too.
Yeah.
And aunt, they even had aunts and sisters play basketball. So for them too, there was no problem. They'll say, yeah, about that. We were saying about time. So yeah, and let me say this that like the New York Liberty, the players, the women, they was going around different neighborhoods and do stuff with the community. You see them hang out, and everything. So it was cool. It was bad. It was cool. You
You
know
know
what I
what?
mean?
You know when I knew the WNBA women were the shit when I seen them make an appearance on Martin episode.
Yeah.
When I seen them, I was like, oh man, that's crazy. When I see them make that, I was like, yeah, they have. At that point, I was like, they have arrived. I think it was lit for me when I first seen the first WNBA All Star game, and I got to see all the women that I was familiar with. Uh, some of them team up with each other or play against each other. I thought it was dope. Then they came with the Olympics for them. I thought it was dope. I was crazy as hell back then when it came to playing ball. I ate, slept, and well, who knows, Quee? Quee, who knows if you would have ended up playing? Two things probably would have happened to you, Quee. You either end up playing basketball or you would have end up coaching. Who knows where probably would have been, Quee? You probably would have ended up coaching. And it's okay. A lot of people don't make the league and they end up getting a job coaching or something. Just to be a part of the sport, to me, is a blessing. It's just like when I say about boxing. You might not end up being a great
Mhm.
boxer. You might not even go pro as boxing. But if you can help coach and just be a part of it, that's a way of holding on to the sport. But some people, um, that for some people that's not good enough for them. They got to have it all. They can't have a piece of something. They got to have it all. And I'm like, man, listen. As long as you have a piece of something, you belong to something. That's why I prayed for some. Well, I don't think you needed some height, Queen. I mean, I don't think how short you might have been. Who knows? You might have probably been short, but bad as hell. Who knows what you would have did on that court? Spud Webb was 5'2", 5'3", but Spud was a bad
Mm-hmm.
little.
Yeah.
Spud was a bad boy. I
Bad.
mean, that dude was 5'2", 5'3", and jumping with dudes 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. That dude was Mario Brothers before Mario Brothers. You know what I'm saying? That dude had superhuman powers. I love to coach my nieces and nephews only. Oh, I hear you. People, the kids are too much for me to. Yeah, that's why coaching is not for everybody because
Yeah.
some people don't have patience with you. That's why I don't think coaching will ever be for me. Like somebody said, you want to coach boxing, and I'm like, no, I probably would help, I would assist. But far as me being a head coach,
Oh, ours is.
nah, I'm not. It's allergies time. You know how that is underrated. For the positions I played, I
Yes,
needed to
that's
be
what I'm
taller,
saying.
the
Yeah,
3 and
but
4, especially the 4. Yeah, I hear you, Queen. Yeah, but
yeah, no, no,
this yeah, but I
no,
just
no, no.
like to ask people where were they and what were they doing, when the league came around? Because even though it wasn't no social media back then, I'm sure there was probably a big percentage of people that probably were like, man, we don't need no freaking women's league. Nobody wants to
Oh
watch
yeah,
no
there
damn.
was some talk with some
We
people were
don't want
saying,
to watch no damn women play no basketball, bruh. I want to see Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Cole. I want to see Shaq. Keem Olajuwon was still playing. Charles Barkley was. I'd rather watch. Listen, I'd rather watch Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning scrap than to watch some damn women play. Like I know that was some people's mentality.
"Oh yeah, you hear that? Yes." And it was bold. It was bold too. And you hear that at barbershops. You hear people
You heard
talking
it at
about,
barbershops. You heard that at when you went to work.
yeah,
I remember conversations even when I was going to school. How the girls were happy, especially the ones who played on the basketball team. They was happy, and because we had a girls team, and I'm like, wait a minute, fellas, we can't be good down in them because you see these girls right here, they might end up being the future in this league. And I think the league was good because it gave some motivation to the young ladies that might have said, if even if they did play pro ball, if there's no WNBA, now I'm forced to go overseas. And not to say something's wrong with going overseas, nothing wrong with it. But hey, I could avoid going overseas and still be able to be here in America to see my family. This is great. The WNBA for a lot of women or a lot of young ladies who might have been in high school and middle school at the time changed their lives. Because now you're like, oh shit, there's actually a league for us. And you know what I mean? It's just a beautiful thing. Just like now, a lot of people feel women shouldn't even be boxing. Well, I don't agree with that. I've never agreed with that. I never agree with that. The only thing I would think a woman should ever do is just not stand up and act like she could whoop a man's ass. Sometimes stay in their place. But as far as being athletic and telling them what they should do and where they can, no, I don't think so. Why would you not want to see a woman box? This is what makes me question these dudes when they tell me all they want to look at is dudes all day.
I don't. I'm a man. I don't listen to no man all
The
day.
only thing my mom didn't like was us lifting weights. I was That's the only thing I don't like women doing is lifting weights. Yeah, but it depends on if they don't lift too many weights. Lifting weights is okay, but when you start going to look like 1 minute you look like Urkel, And then when I see you again, you look like Bobby Lashley. We got a problem. You might be just doing a little too much because they said women should be in the home. Um, I came up playing basketball. It wasn't always boxing for me. So I remember I had two girls on my team. God rest one of their souls. They had died a while back. They got hit by a car. And the other girl, I can't remember. One girl was Siobhan, God rest her soul. She passed away. She was hit by a car, I think
Oh,
last year, the year before. And the other girl, I can't forget her. Jesus, I forgot her name. I think it was Jessie, something like that. She was Spanish. But they were the only two girls on the team. And at the time, I thought it was crazy because I was like, I wasn't used to seeing it. But I also had never been a part of a basketball team. So this was my first real basketball team I was a part of. But I got used to seeing it after that. You know what I'm saying? I had to get used to seeing it. Even when I got to high school is where I seen it the most. They had the JV team for the girls. They had varsity for the girls. I played with them, like inside schools. You know what I'm saying? There was some girls that could ball, man. Like they got on that court, they embarrassed a lot of dudes, man.
yeah,
A lot of made dudes come to school and not say nothing, walk with their head down. But Shorty hit them with the AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, Shorty crossed you. You know what I'm saying? So I can't have no women that lives more than me. My pride couldn't make it. Yeah, it ain't. I'm not even about to talk to them kind of women. It's not even about to happen, bro. Like I said, if you look like Steve Urkel, and then all of a sudden you look like Bobby Lashley when I catch you the next time, you just might be doing a little too much. I had skinny arms, but solid as hell in the lower part of my body. And yeah, Quee, that's why they was messing with you in school. That's why they was messing with you in school, Quee. That's why they were messing with you. That's why you were a target. See, but I don't understand that. You know, even when it comes to the boxing, like you said, I don't want to see them. Y'all don't want to see nothing. It seemed like y'all real interested in looking at dudes.
it was one time. I'll tell you a story. This was when my grandma was living, and she lived in Noble Drew Projects. That's in Brownsville, Brooklyn, go towards Canarsie. And it was a young lady named Melody. We best of friends. And we was playing ball, and you play ball. You got next. You know I have next. Yo, we got next. So she said, "Well, I got next, and you gonna play me." She pointed me because she know the whole family. She said, "You." And Melly was like probably 5'9", 5'10", handle crazy handle, pull up and everything. See, I want you to play on my team. I said, "You sure?" Say, "Yeah, I want you to run with me. I always want to run with you." I said, "Yeah." I said, and we play. We won at least about good 7 straight full courts.
Mm.
Seven. I'm talking about 7 straight full court. She said, "Yeah, JT, you running with me." She
Yeah,
said,
man.
"You picking him?" I said, "You pick a." I said, "Y'all see." Just again, women intuition again. See, I see things when he play. Y'all don't see. So I was doing. We and her were doing our thing. She said, "Every time you get the ball, we can play off each other and other team." She said, "We get the ball, do it. I'm gonna do me. We do. Yeah, we won 7 straight full courts." And then people like look alike. So I said, Melody, why you got all this bag? Because they owe me money. Come here. Here's some money. I said, well, I mean, you just be quiet. Just take it. And I ain't know. Till I got in the house, grandma's house. I went to the bathroom. It was $150.
Mm.
Yeah. She pointed, said, don't take it out. All right. So I went outside. So Smiley, why you give me this? He said, yo. I said, shoot, they owe me money anyway, so I give you some. So what? She was best of my friend too. Yeah, she was cool people. But but she was nice on the court though. See,
Yeah,
I used
man.
breaking dudes, cutting dudes up.
Like I said, I've always supported, and even back then. Now, even back then, when that when the women were playing, we had women's boxing. See, this is why I could talk about this because I remember and I supported this, even though I was young. I remember watching the. I remember watching Christy Martin. I remember
Yeah.
watching Layla Ali. I remember watching Ann Wolf. because I was a supporter of that. I never looked at it when I first seen the women's boxing. I'm like, well, this is I'm used to the fellas. Okay, let's see. Are they gonna punch like this, or they gonna really get down like the fellas? Shit, they was getting down like the fellas.
Even George Foreman's daughter fought too.
I was like, okay, and I supported it from back then in the '90s, and still support it today. You know what I mean? They got a women's hockey team, not a league, but
Yep.
I think they got a team somewhere. But hey, go ahead. If they came out with a women's
They got
hockey,
college women's team. Yeah.
yeah, if they got a hockey league for women as pros. I'm not sitting there looking like, why would y'all get them a league? They women. No, no. Go ahead. Let them do their thing. Why not? We just live in a world where we just can't be like, yo, everything is men, 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 men. Half of you dudes are not even. Why? You know what? I ain't gonna take it there.
They don't need. Let the funny boys be in the corner. Let the funny boys
Yeah, I'm
be in
not
the
gonna even.
corner.
'Cause you know me underrated. You know what I really want to say right now. But you know I
And
gotta
you know,
be.
I will follow up. So
You
just
know.
just leave it
I'm gonna
alone.
be. I'm gonna just because I don't be understanding the logic of you so-called. I don't want to see women play underrated. I'm not interested in that, but I am interested in watching LeBron James slap ass with his son. I'm interested in seeing him just. I'm interested in that.
Brother McClain, you start me up. I'm trying not to be started up, Brother McClain. See, I get
Nah,
ready to
say
say
it,
something.
Clarence. They need to hear it. No, no holding back. Just respectfully,
All
because
right,
the kid.
I said, all right, I'm gonna be respectable because this family here. Follow what Brother McClain is saying and tell him I'm right or wrong. Brother McClain, you know, see, Brother McClain said you're honorary stupid. Listen, let me explain something to you. You know, there's some that swaggle down on your thing on the men, right? I'm not trying to see another man swaggle down.
I'm just.
I want to see nice and round softies. Okay. I don't want to see another man. No, I don't want no. I don't.
I'm just trying to figure out that what are we doing? Hmm? I don't want to watch.
Men. Do
I
you
don't
like
want to
the
watch
way
the women.
men?
Hey, I don't want to watch the women box. I don't want to watch them play basketball. I don't want to watch them play two-hand touch football. You know what I mean? I just rather go ahead and watch the good old dudes tackle each
You know what, Brother McClain? It's so funny you bring it up because when my mother was living, right? And I'm talking
other.
about, I forgot, I did two of them late '80s, right? And then we went out, you know, and we did some shop, help my mom shop, my father, my late father. And she said, I noticed that when you see the women play basketball, I said, I like the moves. She said, no, you like so you like me, like when the things be jumping up in the air. I said, well, I like the skill set. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, that's because yeah, you know, like I said, Mom, I play with men.
Yeah,
Like I
I'm all big for the when it comes to the women. I even was talking about I was even talking about throwing an amateur show or all women's amateur show for boxing.
yeah.
And I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, an all women's show for the ladies. People are going to come out for that.
Come on, fight. Yeah.
And if you sit there and say, man, I don't want to come out and watch them, then respectfully don't. Don't. But if there's little girls that's 8, 9, 10, 11 years old and they fighting, you're gonna convince me that you don't want to watch that? Or even if they 17, 18, I don't want to watch that. I'd rather watch my favorite male fighter sweat. I'm telling you, some of y'all are sick in the head. I don't even have to question what I think about y'all. Oh, somebody didn't like that. 3 people dropped off. Ooh, they didn't like that. Ooh, somebody didn't like what I said. I had 3 people just drop off. Ooh, yeah. You know when you come over
Mm.
here, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Yeah, that part. That part right there. Y'all killing me, man. I'm so proud to be a part of this history. And how I'm a part of it is living through it. Because, I can get to sit there underrated no matter how young I am. Is that Coco Tina telling me good morning?
No, she at work.
Oh, okay. DS, what's up, DS? Because
Yes,
once she
what's
was like, I heard it so clear. Unfortunately, a lot of men feel that it changes a little girl's sexuality from. Well, let me tell you like this, Quee. A man, a man is going to be whatever he is. A woman is going to be whatever she is. So you don't like her because of the sport that she plays. So you figure if she plays basketball, that means she likes women. That ain't necessarily true. Not saying you're saying that, but that's how they think. Because there's a few of those WNBA women who actually got boyfriends. It's not about or if the majority of them got girls. It doesn't matter. I don't care what they got. I'm not caring about their sexuality when I look at them. That's their business. I ain't too sure about these NBA dudes.
she.
They like to have control over it. I know, Queen. I ain't look how when these NBA dudes walk to the arena, what are they wearing?
Lady purses. Some of them wear high
Half of them
heels.
come dressed like Rowdy Piper. God rest his soul. Not knowing it has something to do with off the court behavior. Yeah, man. Like I don't be caring about that. I don't be caring about all that, man. People are still human.
Yo, that's a
Off
that's a
that
fire thumbnail
shit
you
feet
had
up
on that. I meant to
hardwood.
tell you that earlier.
So yeah, I don't trip about stuff like that. You know what I mean? I watch it, I support it, I've been supporting it, I will continue to support it. Me and Tiff was already talking about getting some tickets for next season. You know what I'm saying? Next season coming up, we're already working on getting some Liberty tickets and trying to make as much games if we can. Even if they don't come back next year, even if they don't make no playoffs, I'm proud of my women and what they did. When they went to the finals last year, I was proud of them. You know, they doing much better than what the Knicks is doing. So, and they were the first basketball team. For last time it was something to celebrate about with a basketball team was the Knicks, and that was when they actually won the chip was in the '70s. The last time they've been in the finals was 1999.
And let's put some perspective on it. The last time the Knicks won the championship, I was 7.
Yeah, they didn't
I
go back to the finals. They didn't go back to the finals until 20 some years later, which was in 1994. It didn't go back to the finals again to 1999. They lost both, and it's been quiet with them ever since.
Now go to New York Liberty. They won their first championship within what?
28 years. 28 years. And let me tell you,
So
they would have won last year. They would
right,
have won last year, but of course the Aces, you got to give it up to them.
there you go.
Aces, and you got to put Aces now in that same category as you put the Houston Comets because now it's like back to back. Because let's keep it real, the Aces went back to back when they beat the Liberty. It wasn't their first time; they just won the year before. So they won in 2022 and they won in 2023. Hey, I gotta get a shout out to the Las Vegas Aces because that was a bad squad. And I feel like they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back mean next year.
Yeah.
They're gonna come back real mean. 3 in a row. Exactly, 3 in a row. So maybe they're not. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, they was almost there. They was almost there. They was almost there, Quee. Had the aces look like they was about to pull it off again. And I said, damn it, damn aces about to come in here and freaking beat the Liberty. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're about to do it to us again. But so how could you not love that, fellas?
Mm-hmm.
These teams in the WNBA are doing what your favorite teams in the NBA ain't doing. And you don't see them running over there going to get 4 or 5 stars on one team. Look at what they're doing. Even if you're not familiar with the WNBA play, they ain't going over there getting 5, 6 people on one squad. They ain't going over there to get their daughters to play with them. Oops, somebody don't like that. Be careful. Be careful with what I say, underrated. They ain't doing that. As messed up as it sounds, I will always pick the WNBA any good day over the NBA. Might sound crazy. Does that mean I'll never go to an NBA game? The hell no. I just went to one early this year to see the Nets against the Dallas Mavericks. Always. But fellas, when y'all speak, y'all got to start making what the shit that y'all say, y'all got to start making it make sense. Because a lot of y'all sound terrible and horrible when you open up your mouth and say, I don't want to go watch no women play. I don't want to go watch no women box. Okay, so when do you want to watch women?
Good.
Hmm? When? When you want to go watch them? So you have no interest? And those are the same ones I can't hold a conversation with, or they can't just shut the hell. Yo, you know what, Quee? I prefer that. I prefer them to shut the hell up. I prefer them to shut all the way the hell up
Yep.
because they don't make any damn sense. Don't complain about women's boxing because it ain't going nowhere. Don't complain about the WNBA because it's not going nowhere. And you should be glad because you're gonna have a girl, a daughter. Now, whatever her sexuality is her business. But you're gonna have a daughter who's gonna wanna fall in love with basketball, and this is her way. This is her way. Hey, hey, I want to play basketball. I want to be in the WNBA one day. Yeah, yeah, Queen. Bang, what up? So it's just I'm just proud of not them just winning a championship. I'm just happy to see the league stuck around all these years when some people didn't believe in it. Some probably
Mm-hmm.
like, man, women can't play this league. This league ain't gonna last that long. There's no way they'll be able to compete with the NBA. Guess what? For 28 years, they did pretty damn good for themselves. Houston Comets, they did. It was a few teams. LA Sparks. It was a few teams we seen that's done their thing. Lost the Las Vegas Aces. There's been some teams that have done better in 28 years than what the NBA's done. And the NBA's been around forever.
And also,
Hey,
let's
what up? What up?
and also let's put this out there, brother McLean, too. Throughout the years, the women's basketball in the Olympics had done better than the men. All gold.
Yeah,
We got to announce that too.
yeah. Smash my like button too, y'all. Smash my like button.
When the
Yeah,
men went to 2004, the men's basketball team, talk about the nation, went 2004 bronze. Women got gold.
yeah,
Look it up.
yeah. And then now, even when you see these All Star games, they done got the women to compete in the All Star games. like in the 3-point contest and shit. They shooting with the dudes and all that, and it's great. It's great to see how far they have come because they wouldn't have did that. We ain't putting over there women in the All Star with us. Let them go over there and be in their own. But now that we see that, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope to see that, to see Stephen Curry against my girl. Oh God, what's my girl on the Knicks? I mean, not the Knicks. What's my girl on the Liberty? Oh man, I forgot my white girl. I forgot. Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's the problem, BC. We gotta care. It's part of the sport. We gotta care because when they on the when they on there and they're doing that and they like what's his name? Sabrina. So it's when Sabrina and Stephen Curry did that, I thought that was cool. I thought it was cool because I know there were some people that was like, "Yo, Stephen Curry's gonna kill her," because people still
Yeah.
have that mentality of that's a woman. There's no way a woman's gonna beat a man in a 3-point contest. Like some of y'all mindset be crazy, man. Y'all gotta like stop it. Some of us are we're too old for that. It's like it is what it is. At any time, our pride is going to be down because we don't want to. Let me tell you something. I've worked with Kobe at that. Yeah. Um, I got in the ring and sparred with a woman, one of the Seafood fighters. Shout out to Candace, a female fighter that you can't get in there and treat like a female, and if you do, she's gonna punish you. If you get in there hitting her like she's Beyonce, it's not gonna work.
I,
I mean, hey, BC, that's your opinion. It doesn't matter. It's your opinion, brother. But I have no problem with it. We
you
don't have
know
no
what?
we don't want to see women versus men, but we rather see men slapping each other in the ass. Come on now. Come on now. We got to
You,
make that make sense.
you know what, brother McLean? I
This
gotta
is it.
say this. Can you hear me?
Same team versus another team with men and women. No, I don't know about that, DS. Guess what? There's some men not built like men. So we can't speak for all men.
But
So
but
I don't
you
know about men being built the same. Of course, men ain't built the same. Some wear jeans, some wear skirts. So of course we ain't built the same. There's some men
you
that
know
ain't men. And I ain't making fun of nobody. I'm just saying.
you know what, brother McLean? I say this though, right? To look back while you was talking about the women and stuff, it reflects me back that when when my mother and father we could it's so funny that when you had certain people talk about certain things, it sticks to you. My late mother and father, we used to talk about stuff because, like I said, majority of my mother's side of the family are women, and then so I had women cousins. You know what I'm saying? We used to talk about stuff. They and the thing about it, I forgot to bring this up. They even had friends that played ball too,
Yeah.
basketball back in the '70s, and even that was unheard of. Women played basketball back in the '70s. And so I was around that. I was around the conversation, all that, and I remember my uncle, my late uncle Pete, and we used to go with some of our cousins. We used to go see their friends play and stuff, and they found out I used to play ball and stuff. Like I played ball at the time, so I was around it. I played it. I played with them against them. I was around at that time. So
I know what you meant, but we can't say I know what you meant, but we just can't say that because every man ain't a man and I all carry themselves like one. And I'm not talking about people's sexuality. I'm talking about these same dudes that we look at them. So we can't. Some of these dudes in the NBA or some of these dudes that play basketball act like they belong in the WNBA, if you know what I mean. So I have no problem with it. But if y'all gonna tell me y'all got a problem with it, but we don't have a problem watching two men on the court slap each other on the ass, then I'm starting to look at y'all a certain way. I'm just saying. I have no issue with
Yeah.
it.
Good morning,
What's the
brother
issue? That's
DS3.
no. I'm not saying I want to see men versus women in a WNBA game, or I mean a basketball game. I mean, if they did start that, it's nothing we can do. If it did happen, it ain't like watching a man versus a woman in boxing, like in a real fight. Now that I wouldn't want to see. Sparring maybe, but not. I wouldn't want to see that in the ring because somebody gonna get hurt. That's why when they was talking that Keith Thurman versus Carissa Shields, I said, y'all stop it. Y'all idiots are so stupid. Y'all will take anything and entertain it. Anything and entertain it. I swear people don't know how to do content. And it's so simple. All you got to do is when you do content, use your damn common sense. But common sense
Mm-hmm.
ain't too common for these fools. But my thing is, despite what people think, I could care less what anybody think. For the last 28 years, they have been doing their thing. They have accomplished so much. And I'm happy with what I saw. And I grew up, like I said, watching this, even attending games. It's just been beautiful, man. And tomorrow we finna tear this city up, man. Well, I ain't gonna say. Let me. I'm not tearing nothing up. They gonna tear the city up. I ain't doing that. I'm just going to celebrate, and I'm getting up out of there, man. I ain't gonna be a part of all that ratchetness. This is gonna be. It's gonna
Yeah.
be crazy. But it's gonna be crazy tomorrow, man. But we gonna have some fun. But yeah, like I said, I got some things coming up that I've been talking about doing on here on the radio. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have some fun there. Matter of fact, I gotta think of when I get into the wrestling topics.
Uh,
Um,
um, Let me
how
ask
I
that.
what?
Brother McLean, Sister Coco Tina just asked me when what stuff is going to happen on Halloween in New York.
Oh, so shit. You just reminded me because I didn't even damn tell. Did I? I didn't even tell Tiff. I didn't tell her that part. I told her I wanted to do something like that, but just us going by ourselves. So I really didn't tell her. So for anybody, I was going to say usually males. Yeah, yes. So for anybody, next year for Halloween, I can go ahead and say it now. And that doesn't mean it's going to happen just yet because I have to put it together, and I'm glad Underrated reminded me. So next year, we were talking about putting a boat ride together for Halloween. Little no duck zone boat ride. Um, and it costs, but I think it'll be worth it. So I think it's something that I'm working on. I think it'll be dope. It won't be open for everybody to be on. Probably 35 and up, maybe 40 and up. It all
Oh,
depends.
this year? I don't know. But
Um,
ET next year.
huh?
No, I'm talking Coach. Go, you go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, not this year, not this year. That would have been too late. But next year, also in 2025. So I'm thinking about it. I have to look into how much the boat costs. Of course, you guys have to get tickets because I don't need people thinking, oh man, yeah, he having the boat ride, just show up. Like y'all fools don't even be want to pay for services. Y'all just be want to
After,
hop up. So
after you finish.
once once I look into all that and see how much all that costs, we're just gonna go from there with it. Because you know what I noticed? A lot of these dudes with platforms, they ain't really doing nothing with their shit, but just going live. If you really want to do something right that not only gets the public attention, but to give people something to remember you by, man, get together and do something with the people, man. Why not do something and celebrate your people? Of course, I got the whole uh no Doug Zone gathering, which is much appreciative. But I want to raise the stakes right now, man. Shout out to my brother D Hall and the People Show, man. Go subscribe to my brother D Hall and the People Show. Shout out to Jay York. Every time I try to catch the dude Sundays, it'd be hard. Sometimes I gotta stop telling him I'm gonna catch him, and I'm just gonna have to just pop up. Because it seems like Sunday is always something underrated that comes up. This past Sunday was Tiff. We had a party for her, so that was crazy. So I had to go attend that because they want to take from they. Yeah, Queen. It just be like I don't man. It be pissing me off. Have fun. Have fun. When I thought of this boat ride, I said I want to do something. Even though I'm doing my event in August, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me coming back 2 months later and doing a Halloween boat ride for my people, celebrating with my people. I see nothing wrong with that. We ain't talking about being on a boat ride with a bunch of young kids. Hell no, that ain't happening. 'Cause I don't deal with all that being people in their 20s and all that. We always in our 20s once upon a time, but I don't mix my crowd like that. I don't do that. I don't do that. So I'm actually gonna bring that to Tip's attention. We may not be able to get the whole boat because that's gonna cost the arm and the leg, but they do where they have the top floor that you come in, and then they have a bottom floor on the boat that you can go rent. You can rent that part, and that part would just be for you and your peoples, and nobody from up top will be able to come down because it's a private event. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it like that. Um, Once I can find out what that is, and then I'll go from there. Hopefully, sometime by next year, you guys, oh, not next year, maybe the end of December, or maybe January, you guys can find out. You'll probably find out some more information then. I got to dig deep into it though. I got to dig deep into it, and then we'll go from there and see what happens. But yeah, I just talked to Michael Williams Sr. He called me yesterday. Uh, well, he actually called me Monday, and I was surprised, but I didn't see the call until yesterday. And just to hear his voice over the phone was dope. To hear his voice was dope, man. It's my brother. I love him. It's all yeah. So probably late December, maybe January. That's when you guys will start hearing. I'll talk to Tiff about it. Actually, when I get off here, I'm gonna really get in and talk to her about it. Might hit you up underrated. So hopefully Coco Tina's
Yeah,
over the
do that.
phone.
Definitely,
Hopefully,
definitely.
Hopefully Coco Tina's on the phone when I hit you up.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we could explain the details. So just let her know to be on the phone when we explain what is it exactly that we're trying to do. Um, but I think it's great. And like I said, eh, coming together into doing something for your people, to me, should always be a first priority, man. Taking care of your people. You know what I mean? When you talk about throwing a gathering, I mean, I'm like next year, I'm coming up to my third year. God is good. I'm coming up to my third year next year. That's dope. So I'm like, yo, why not come together and do that? I'm getting in. I want to get involved in turkey, Thanksgiving events, toy drives. There's a lot of things I'm trying to get into. Matter of fact, this year I'm getting into that actually. So I got a lot going on. It's a lot of stuff I'm about to start doing. It's going to be a busy year, underrated.
Yeah.
We got work to do, sir.
Yes, sir.
But
Always.
yeah, I'm gonna let you know more about what is it exactly that we're gonna do. We just gotta figure out. I might have to make some calls maybe today or Google look up some stuff, or I'll let Tiff call the place like I said, over by the FDR. I would let her call that in. 'Cause she's the one that always gets us tickets for these boat rides anyway. I don't be knowing how to do it. You know what I'm saying? I've only paid.
Sometimes y'all let women do their
Listen,
thing.
yeah, I'll let her
Let do
because
their thing.
she's my business partner. So when they come to me doing any when it comes to No Doug Zone doing anything, I let her. I'll be like, I leave it in her hands. I'll be like, look, man, this shit too much for me. Go ahead, babe, because I don't know what I'm doing and I don't want to mess it up. I think I only bought a ticket for a boat ride one time in my life, and that was probably about 9 years ago.
I
Eight,
feel
nine
that.
years ago, probably when I did it. And that was I had to go to Queens for that
Of course.
by where the Mets play.
But there are some people who do not want to do business with men. That's true. They rather
Yeah.
do business. It's true.
Um,
These are facts. I'm gonna talk more about that in the
I'd
next few.
rather that's why she's my business partner. She could talk sometime a little better than me because I lose patience and I'll be ready to slap the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? Some people I just don't have patience for, and I'll be ready to go upside your shit. Cause I'll be like, look, I don't like the way you talking to me. I feel like you're raising your voice a little too high. Like I'm
Hmm.
just like dudes be because people will see me and just think that he's just little and adorable and I can talk to him any kind of way I want. They don't even know. I'd be quick to slap the living mess out you because I'm a man that's gonna get respected by everybody because I'm gonna give you that respect if you earn it. You can give somebody respect, but that don't mean they're gonna give it back to you because people just feel like I could just talk any kind of way I want. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
sound good until when I slap the teeth out your mouth and then you mumbling. What you
Right. If
gonna
I,
do then?
punch you in your fucking mouth, then now you don't want to say nothing. Now I'm being honest with you, bro. I ain't mean to get off the subject. We gonna get back on the subject, but I noticed that when I turn in my 40s, going to my 50s, certain things I get short tempered, and I was always a person like,
Can't
yo,
talk to everybody the same
you
way.
know,
No, you can't, Quee. You know what? Everybody, like, I remember when I was on a live on my Instagram and what you call it, them was like, yeah, when you get to your 50s, you'll see. I said, I don't need to get to my 50s to see shit
no,
because
not like that. I'm talking
no, not you. I'm talking about them. And they would tell me that. And I go, man, with the same shit y'all talking about, y'all got no patience for. Now at y'all age, I don't have it. And I'm 41.
from 40. I'm
There's a
telling you,
lot of
get
shit. That's why my mentality is not like a 41-year-old. It's higher than that, bro. It's a lot of shit that I'm not waiting to get 50 to say I have no patience for. I already have that now. I have it now. I don't have
certain things
time.
I don't have no patience with.
I
I
have
punch
no
you.
patience for ignorant people. I have no patience for ratchet people. I have no patience for ghetto people who just
Now,
want to just.
yes, brother McClain, I'm being honest with you, Coach Tina. Listen, there are certain things, right? I don't have no patience. Listen. Listen again. I'm gonna say this, and I want people to use this. I I will protect my righteousness, trust and believe. But when my unrighteousness comes out, when my unrighteousness come out, I'm protecting my righteousness. Believe that
Yes.
whatever I can do. If I have to, I told my ass men, if I have to punch you in your fucking mouth to stomp you out to protect my righteousness, that's how it is. I'm not
And
listen.
I'm not the one that always condone violence. I don't,
I don't.
as you
No,
see,
I don't. But
I try not to, but it just sometimes people just
they try you.
yeah, Josh is stupid. Yo, C Mac is underrated. Dope. Yeah. I always and anybody will tell you this from the time I've been on social media because it seemed like when you're expressing yourself about what you put up with and what you don't put up with, that people
Mm-hmm.
take it as you trying to be a tough guy. No, 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 sir. No, sir. No, sir. Because I think what y'all see on here is what you hoping to see. You're hoping to see something different when you see somebody in person, and it's like we're people who actually come outside. So a lot of things I say all that to say a lot of times I just let my wife handle the business part
And
sometimes.
sometimes you gotta let it do it like
Now,
that.
if I feel like she's not making right decisions, I might step in and go, whoa, 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 we're not doing that.
Right.
We're not doing that. But sometimes, fellas, and I'm gonna admit this, and I would have never admit this before, fellas. Sometimes we gotta let our ladies. go handle the business for us. And sometimes we just gotta fall back. Now, if they what they doing, if it ain't working, that's when we step in.
Now if that person they violate them, they say something. That's when we step in. But see,
But
that's what
we
I'm saying.
gotta
When we
let them.
step back
We
and
gotta
just
let the ladies, because Tiff is not just my best friend or my wife. That's my business partner. Who better? Let me tell you something. I'll go get her before I go get a homie in the street that I thought I was cool with. That I was like, he my best friend. Man, hell no, man. Suck ass dude. Because let me tell you something. I go to jail, anything happen to me, that fool ain't coming to get me. He ain't coming to get me.
sometimes I walk away too.
You know
I,
what I'm saying? So that's another thing about business. If you get a
yeah,
business partner, forget getting your homie that you was cool with in the third grade. Fuck him.
that's my mom, man.
Forget him. Because I don't care how cool y'all are. I guarantee you he'll give your ass up. You know what I'm saying? There's never will be a ride or die partner uh like having your woman. It's somebody who's not with you for what you got. Even when you got 5 cents to your name, she rocking with you. When you got $1 to your name, she rocking with you. That's the beautiful it's the beautiful thing about it, man. But you know, when it comes to having a business partner, some things I ain't gonna lie to you underrated. I'll be like, nope, I'm gonna let Tiff handle this because if I step in, this is gonna go all the way left.
And they try you too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
And I
sometimes
always let her do it because she be like, you be mean. I'm not mean. I'm just a person who don't put up with shit.
it's a see this is the thing that some women have to understand. We see things. We gonna see things that when you they take care of business, we gonna see certain things. See, of course they're gonna be nice to you because nice to y'all because you went. But when we see certain things that actually happen,
Hmm.
that's how we going to react. We may. And it doesn't mean that, oh, well, you wrong. No, we not wrong at that moment. No, we not wrong at that moment because we see how conniving these motherfucker is. So you go ahead
Um,
and have your business. I'm gonna be in the background. But if I see certain things, and I'm gonna step in.
as a man,
And I'm gonna
not a
step in.
husband, because I've been a man way before I've been a husband.
That's how it
So
is. No,
I never like if I see or hear something, I don't care what nobody. Yo, you tripping? I ain't tripping. I said what I said, and whatever you want to do after that,
let's get it
let's go
on.
ahead. Let's get ahead and let's get to it.
Let's get it goes
You know what I'm
anybody.
saying? Like you ain't about to just be.
Let's get it on. Yeah, listen. Yeah, yeah, I remember when me and my second oldest brother, right? Guess he was living, right? And we was in chill in New York and everything. And this guy and his friend always had mouth on him, you know. And at that time, my brother, he was become getting sickly, you know what I'm saying? So I said, brother, step aside. I said, you want to get it? Let's get it on. You want to get it on? I know you want to get it on. Let's get it on. So my second older brother said, no, let's get it on. I want to get it on. Let's get it on because I don't like how you all the time. My brother show you respect.
Um,
Let's get it on. Let's get it, and that's the one. He looked at me like, yeah, let's get it on.
not,
No,
not, not,
for me, I'm a good listen. This is something that underrated is not a good person. Yo, I'm a good person. If I can help you, I can help you. I ride die with you. But when you cross my righteousness, I don't care who you are, you're going to get dealt with there and there. Simple as that.
yeah.
Here we are. You getting dealt with. I don't care. I don't care. You getting dealt with.
We all have a chill button, and we all have a go button.
Yeah.
Um, and me, I'm always on some. All I'm trying to do in life is survive and give Tiff the finer things in life. We are blessed for the life we have today. It might not be the best one, but there's nothing wrong with wanting more in life. So when you see me talk about putting all these type of events together, the gathering, the boat ride, and all this, that's what life is supposed to be about. Having fun and celebrating with your loved ones.
Yeah.
telling you to leave me alone. That's for you not to. Not to oh, it's a point. Yeah, yeah. They don't get that, Quee. So, um, you see me separate myself underrated more from bullshit, and I'm just all about. Like I said yesterday on the show, I'm all about peace, man. You know how many people I done brought together on Instagram and social media? I forgot people that thank me. If it wasn't for you, like when Smoke met Coach CJ on my live, and he said, if it wasn't for Clarence, shit, my daughter wouldn't have got trained by CJ. He the one that put me on. It's all about bringing brothers and sisters together. Because my thing is, I have a lot of room for positivity. I have no room for negativity, and I'm
See,
not
I
with it.
see the thing for me that I gotta work on. I'm talking about personally. I know the things that I gotta work on. It's like
Hmm.
with certain things, I see certain things happen, and
Hmm.
sometimes I see what it is, and sometimes I don't say no. Sometimes I know what it is, and it's like I said okay. I said all right, keep on riding with it. You keep on now. Now when I going up now, don't get mad. And sometimes like I see things what it is and stuff. It's like sometimes it just like I keep case point. I did shopping yesterday, right? And it was like, it was people, people working food line, they good people. They good people. And I want my Yankee jacket. You know what I'm saying? And they said,
Yeah, I
yo,
see in
that's
pictures.
yeah, I see that Yankee jacket is hot. I said, thank you. I said, thank you very much, man. He said, man, put a smile on your face, bro. And so I didn't know. I didn't know I had a smile. I thought I was all right. He said, man, put a smile on your face. I said, yeah, the Yankees. And we talking while I was shopping and stuff like that. And sometimes that people like that, sometimes they if they know you, they know you a good person, you all by peace. Sometimes you gotta pay attention. I said, yeah, Yankees, that's a high Yankee jacket. So that's what that was inspiration when I was waiting for the bus. I took those pictures. Let people know, yeah, I'm in a good spirit, that I'm good and everything. And that's the inspiration so people can see that. They can say, yeah, underrated is good, so it can help them and stuff like that. Sometimes it's not about you, but at the same time, protect your righteousness by any means necessary. Protect it.
Mm,
Protect it
um,
at all times.
yeah, and people, uh, I don't think people understand that because I know I'm gonna live by that to the day I die. I'm gonna do that, and it's not about being a tough guy. It's not about
No.
threatening people. It's not about how much ass you whipped in your life. It's not about how many times you've been to prison. It's not about any of that. And that's why when you see me have these conversations about whatever it is that I'm talking about, rather if it's me doing my word of the days or whatever it is, man, I try to bring some type of sanity back to the world. Like, and I'm like, listen, man, that's why I keep my circle small. Yes, that's exactly DS3. That's exactly.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Um, when you hear me do my throwback, whatever you hear me do, it's like what I mean. I bring some, I bring some chill. I bring some chill to the channel. Let's put it that way. I bring some chill to the channel. But yeah, I am whatever I say I am. Whatever. Exactly. I am whatever you say I am. Eminem voice. It's a fact. But I bring some chill back. The whole point of me staying in this YouTube is not just about boxing or creating content. I told myself I'm going to bring some chill back to this shit because there's no chill. There's no chill. Everybody's uptight. Everybody's too damn aggressive. Too much complaining. I don't want to. It's just too much. Too much D riding. It's too much prostituting on here. Too much prostituting on YouTube. It's too much with these dudes.
Yeah.
That means these dudes are doing and saying anything. Dealing with some of these dudes is like dealing with that one girl in the projects that know that she'll do anything to you just for some cigarettes, for a pack of Newports in the 40.
Yeah.
That's what dealing with these dudes are like. They just do anything and say anything for money. And I go, damn, all that just for cash app?
So you mean so I told him that so the men you ready to put on your panties in your stockings for a cash app.
And turn it into a positive. Y'all can't say the women are starving for attention anymore. Well, no, you know what? There's women who starve for. There's people in general that starve for attention. I expect to see women do it because I could say, "Oh yeah, they do too much, man." But when I start seeing the dudes move like that, I go, "Wait a minute,
Come on, man. When you
what are
see
you
men,
doing, dude?"
when you see these men be put on wigs and put on some silicones and all that,
Like,
but come on now, and for a
like,
cash app super chat and wearing pom pom. Oh
so
yeah, look at me. Come on.
that's why I said I was here to bring some chill back. When I first decided to do my No Duck Zone gathering, it wasn't about just the barbecue or the drinking and oh man, we're gonna bring some chill back. I'm gonna chill and celebrate with my people who made this possible for me. I'm gonna bring some. My mindset was I'm gonna bring some chill back because right now what I see is no chill.
There don't want to
Not
be no
even
trouble.
talking about the Transformers, just regular men. Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, Quee. I know who you're talking about. It's got to be a chill. I'm gonna bring some chill back, and listen. If I can't bring any chill back, then I'm doing something wrong, and that's why I'm continuing to be. I don't want to say successful, but some people have flair. Yeah, they do. So yeah, BC, they definitely do. But I mean, I just that's why I do what I do on Thursdays. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm doing what I do today. That's why I'm doing this, and I've been doing it. I'm getting ready to talk about the Yankees probably some point this week, celebrating them going to the World Series. I think I'm
Mhm.
gonna come back next week, talk about some. First of all, next week I'm coming back to do two things. Coming back to probably talk about wrestling and Shocktober. So if y'all remember Shocktober from back in the days, WB, that's when they used to show all the scary movies, and they called it
Mhm.
Shocktober. WB Channel 11. I'm coming back to do that. So get prepared for that next week. If you thought Friday the 13th, what you thought when I did that was nothing. That was light. Next week, we're gonna let me tell you why I do this too. Some of us, for a moment, can have them goodies but oldies days where we sit like I said today, when the WNBA started 28 years ago, we all think about where we were. It wasn't about who was older than who. None of us was 3 or 4 years old, so we all remember where we were, what we were doing. So when I talk about the WWF and old wrestling and whatever it is, these are just bringing up stuff. It's memories. When you bring up these scary movies and stuff, you start thinking of where you was. Yo, I took my first girlfriend to this movie. I might have got some while I was in the movie theater, or whatever the case may be. I was coming out of high school when this movie came out. I was going into high school. I was going into middle school when this movie came out. I was coming out of middle school when this movie came out. I was on my way to college. Hell, I graduated. Whatever the case may be, I bring some chill back to this shit. I don't care what nobody say underrated. My channel ain't never got to be the favorite, and everybody don't like it. I don't care. But one thing you can't take away from me, I bring some chill back to this shit. Chill, fam. Let's all relax.
No.
Remember the last movie that scared me wasn't even a scary movie. Yeah, yeah, you sound like Tiff. There was one movie she said that wasn't that scary. I can't remember what the hell that was. If that was Tiff that told me that, might have been one of my cousins. I think that told me something about that. The Blair Witch. We was talking about that. How they was like it wasn't that scary. I said the shit was scary enough to me. Shit, I won't watch it today.
Listen, let me
But
tell you.
we bring some chill back to this on the radio on your channel. Your channel doesn't have to be the favorite, but
It's
we bring
not.
some chill back. Thursdays on Quiz Show might not be everybody's favorite, but we bring some chill back to this shit. Where we're chilling. We can all sit up here and have a glass of wine, and we can drink and we chill.
I'm ready.
That's it.
Right now.
What is what like the crying game? Yeah, 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 BC. So what is wrong with chilling? All you got to do is chill,
Yeah.
which means the situations that we get into it about on here, it's not that serious, bro. Some of y'all are a paycheck away from getting for being on Love and Hip Hop with some of the behavior that y'all carry. And to be honest with you, that's not reality. They call it reality TV. That shit ain't reality. Reality is what we live in now. That
You
bullshit you
know,
see is just a bunch of people acting ignorant over because they know they get paid for it. But my thing is this: we bring some chill back to this. That's what my channel is going to be. That's what No Doug Zone represents. It's bigger than boxing. That's why I always tell people it ain't just boxing, bro. We bringing some chill back to the world. You see,
you
I
know
know
what?
this.
Back in the days, years ago, you used to have the shark. Remember, I don't know if you remember the different movies about sharks coming from the come from the clouds, from the air, from the ground and
Yeah, we
stuff.
gonna yeah,
I love that shit.
we gonna get into the whole scary movie thing next week because it's Halloween. So
I love them shark movies, Shark Nature.
we
I
gonna
love
we
them shark. They be
we
like,
gonna get into we gonna get into
yeah.
everybody. I'm gonna post it so everybody will know. And even though we did it for Friday the 13th, we didn't really talk about we didn't talk about all the movies, but we're gonna get into it next week. We'll get into it next week, y'all. Because I don't want to mess it up this week and then next week we ain't got shit to talk about. We're gonna definitely get into all type of scary movies for next week. But yeah, man. But like I said, man, we just bring some chill when you gonna do it. Queen, actually, I might do it if not the day before Halloween, I might do it the day of Halloween because I'm not going nowhere Halloween because these fools are going to be Halloween ain't Halloween no more. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been for a couple years, and you know it ain't been when these kids when parents got to take their kids trick or treating at 4 or 5 o'clock. Shit, just to get it on out the way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna do it probably the day of Halloween. Maybe the morning, maybe not the afternoon. I'll probably start off Halloween morning and we'll have like a three or
Super
four
shark.
hour we'll have a 3 or 4 hour panel about the movies and where were we, what made the movie scary. I know we did it for Friday the 13th, but we didn't really get deep into it. We just talked about the particular movies that we knew. We brought up some other movies that people weren't familiar with, but we're gonna go. But what I'm saying is, and I hate to keep repeating myself, we bringing some chill back. That's all we
Sharks
got
in
to do.
space.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You see my review of Gia was watching the dog was my mama. No, I didn't see it, Quee. I gotta go look at it. I didn't no. I didn't even I didn't see it. But so like I said, next year, just keep in mind, I don't have a date, I don't have a time, I can't give you any of that because none of that has been scheduled. Just know that there could be a Halloween boat ride that I could be putting together for Halloween for next year. Um, soon as I'll let Tiff handle that. She's in that department, and whatever she does, we'll come back from there, and we'll just go from there with it. And it's a costume party too, so just let y'all know it's a costume party. So everybody would have to wear costume. It wouldn't just be us on the boat drinking. Everybody would have to come with a costume, a mask, something that's, you know what I'm saying, just memorable. Memorable. I mean, can you picture that, underrated? Us doing that, and you got pictures, you got memories, and you like, oh my God, this is what it's all about at the end of the day.
Mhm.
A lot of these fools don't know that, bro. They don't know that. They don't know that because they too busy just arguing, debating, disrespecting each other over a bunch of
Mhm.
faggots that don't give a shit about them. U.S.
Yeah.
Movie, watch it twice. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? We too much doing that, man. We got movies, horror movies that we could talk about all day, every day. Something different. We got old school wrestling. We're about to get into next week. WWF. We're about to sit here all day next week. I ain't gonna lie to you, underrated. Especially when we get into that wrestling talk. That's about to be. I'm letting you know, underrated. You might want to have something to eat already. You might want to make sure your belly's full. You know what I'm saying? You might want to pull up a drink or something because that's going to be an all day conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Because we talking about WWF when before Vince McMahon took over. We talking about Gorilla Monsoon up until when Vince McMahon took it over. We talking about when Bobby the Brain Heating was around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
come on, man. We about to be going in next week. And I said this before and I
See.
didn't do it. So let me let you know now. We're going to be having a movie night. Let me explain to you what movie night, how movie night is going to go. And watch other people going to try to do it, but I don't care. We're going to have a movie night. So guess what I'm going to do for y'all? I need you guys to give me 100, 100 of the best movies that you have seen from 1990 till 1999.
It'd be hard for me.
Oh, what type of movies?
It can be any type.
Because I don't want to say a particular movie and then you be like, no, because everybody like hood movies, but that might not be the only movies that you watched. Okay, put it like this. All right, let's change it. Let's change even what I said. And please don't nobody answer it now because you're gonna mess it up. If you answer it now, you just mess everything up, and then it'll be hard to do it. So we're gonna have a category of movies. So we're gonna be putting movies up. That's why. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Quee, you just made me. We're gonna have a category of movies, and we're gonna put the movies up against each other, right? And then you're gonna tell me which one of those movies are the best movies and why. Perfect example. Perfect example. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and
I
do it.
got one already.
We'll put Boys in the Hood versus Menace to Society,
No life.
and then you'll tell me which one of those is great and why. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll do it like that. So we'll have movies. Yeah, movie battle. Yeah, it'll be a movie battle.
New Jack City.
We'll do stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'll put it out there to let y'all know. You know what? We're gonna do that next week. We're gonna cut the box. No boxing next week at all. So don't nobody come up here talking about it.
Well, I
And
tell
that,
you one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies is Waterboy.
we'll put movies up against each other. All right, that's what
Yeah,
we'll do.
one of my favorite movies is Waterboy. I do.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
just
Waterboy.
saying we'll put movies. We'll put movies up. We'll do a movie category, movie battle. That's what we'll do. We'll do that. We'll do a movie battle. Yeah. Don't throw it out there yet, Quee. Don't throw it out there yet, Quee. You gonna mess it up. You gonna mess it up, Quee. Don't throw it out there just yet. So we're gonna do a movie battle. Um, so it'll probably be quiet next week for boxing. It looks like it'll be wrestling. We'll do the movies. Basically, it'll be the movies next week. You know,
And you know what?
So
I'm gonna throw something out there too. We could do my channel. We could do cartoons.
we can do cartoons. So, boy, come in. Say good morning to underrated. Close that door. Don't let her run out. Come on. Yeah, we could do cartoons. The old school cartoons,
Cartoons
because
on
you know
my
the
channel. We can do cartoons on my
yeah,
channel.
you know the cartoons today is trash. So, uh, Tip said good morning.
Good morning, Ted. Coco Tina said
So,
good morning.
good tell Cocatina. So what we do is we do wrestling. Then we'll get into the scary movies, and then we'll get into the movie battle about what movies we'll put movies up against each other. You know what I'm saying? And we'll so we're gonna have fun next week. So there won't be no boxing talk next week. So please, I'm giving everybody a heads up. Don't ask me what I think about this fight coming up or that fight. I'm chilling out. Whoop her ass too, because she ain't got no business. That's why she need get the fuck out. Yeah, so that's what we gonna do. We gonna do that. No boxing talk next week. Don't come in here asking me nothing about no boxing or what I think about this fight. Oh, Tank said this, Shakur said that, Devin said this. Don't ask me none of that. I don't care because every time I turn around, y'all keep talking about Christopher Williams and goddamn Albie Shaw. I'm tired of it. That's all y'all keep talking about. And Chico DeBarge. That's what I call all three of them. Because that's all y'all talk about. Oh, BC said good morning, baby. So yeah, I'm not doing it. Listen, the Queen, I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear about Albie Shaw, Christopher Williams, and Chico DeBarge. I don't want to hear about it. You come in here next week or your secret garden shit, I'm just gonna throw you out of here. I don't want to hear
Anyway, I'm into music. I'm into music anyway. I don't want to hear about no. I don't want to hear about no Chico the Bar. I might see.
it. She said there's a hey they are a different breed of let's get I'm
It's not.
just
I mean,
I'm just Queen
see. See, I'm gonna
Queen
bring back
stupid.
music, but I mean, like the music of today is like, yeah, Shalimar, yeah, but a lot of people don't want to hear about Shalimar and stuff like that. They don't want to hear music like that.
Oh, we gonna get into that. That's another thing that's coming, y'all. Music. So I got stuff I wanted. These are ideas I had already, and I'm gonna come to fruition. And matter of fact, next week I might just throw that in there now. The wrestling, the scary movies, the whatever, and the music. I could do that
Yeah,
all
I'm
next
gonna
week.
bring. Yeah, I'm gonna bring back the underrated music talk too back to the channel. I'm gonna bring that back. I'm gonna bring that back.
Yeah. What you say now?
No, I said I'm bringing back underrated music talk. But it's going to be a panel. Usually, I talk about the music, the artist.
It would
Then I
definitely
say,
be an epic Halloween because it's gonna be a. Let me tell you right now, y'all might want to put y'all seatbelts on. It's going to be an epic week. Matter of fact, scratch that. I'm gonna let underrated handle the music. I'm gonna let him handle the music. You know what we're gonna come back with? We're gonna come back with our favorite TV shows. That's what we're gonna do. Our favorite TV shows from the
I
80s, from the 80s to the 90s. We're gonna come
yeah,
back with our
I do
favorite
the
TV
music and
shows.
the cartoons. I do the y'all come on do the
Yeah,
I do
you
the
do the
music.
music and the cartoons. I'm gonna definitely come back with our favorite TV shows from the 80s and 90s. Oh yeah, yeah, BC. But when we come back and do the wrestling, we going way back in the time. You know what I'm saying? Like we going back with the Rockers, Legion of Doom. You know what I'm saying? The Bushwhackers. We're
Whack
about to take
oh,
it back, baby. And we ain't gonna just talk WWF. Matter of fact, we just gonna talk wrestling. Period.
very yeah.
ECW, WCW, W.
The new world order.
Like we about to be. Listen, we gonna have fun. And when I do that TV shows, we're gonna have fun. See, I'm bringing some order back to this YouTube shit. Yeah, Marty Jannetty. I'm still mad at what Sean did to him. The super kicked that man and threw him
Yeah,
through the damn glass. How dare you,
That's
Sean?
messed up. Yeah.
I didn't even know that wasn't even supposed to be a part of the scene. Did you know that? We're gonna get to that next week. I never knew that because a lot of stuff is scripted. I didn't even know that wasn't scripted. That's crazy.
And also,
Yeah.
we looking for
Rest in
participation
peace to
too.
the Texas tornado. Rest in peace to him. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Looking for participation too, y'all. Clarence gonna do his
Yeah.
thing, and I'm do my thing.
Yeah,
Participation
we're gonna
very
come back
important.
and do the eight. So I'm gonna come back and do the TV show with the the best TV shows from the 80s and 90s. The wrestling, and then we'll do the movies. Um, yeah, Paul wasn't no joke. Ravish and Rick Rude, none of them was no joke. They all were my favorite. Next week we gonna get into a heavy next week. Y'all just watch. Watch next week. We're gonna bring some order back to
Coco
this. No
Beware,
boxing,
the Ultimate
no boxing
Warrior.
talk next week at all. I wouldn't care if they told me Shakur versus Tank. I wouldn't give a damn. I ain't having no boxing talk next week at all. So if y'all coming up here looking for that, and I hate when people go, I'm not trying to change the subject, but did you hear? I don't want to hear shit. Especially if something ain't signed and ain't a deal. I don't care about rumors and I don't care about did you hear. If it ain't signed, I don't want to talk about it. Even if it is signed, I'm not talking about it at the moment. I don't care. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna drive yourselves crazy just bringing up the same shit. We gonna make it fun over here. We gonna make it real fun over here. That's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to make it real fun and to have everybody's participation. Matters of fact, um I'm gonna start putting the what you call it up. So I'm gonna start posting all of it so people will know already. The Halloween one, I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
post that probably after I finish. Change the subject, but I really enjoy chatting with
Mhm.
BC. Stupid. BC's an idiot, man. He's so stupid, man. I love that brother, man. I love that
Mm.
brother, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all next year, man. Yeah, man. We're gonna have some fun over here, y'all. Quee. We're gonna have fun. When I do this movie joint though, Quee, when I get ready to do the movie battle, y'all gonna look at me and be like, you gotta relax. Cause I actually got movies that I'm putting up against. I'm gonna write them down today. I got movies that I want to put up against each other. Y'all gonna tell me who win. Kind of like when you see the artists is up for Grammys and all that, and you got to pick one
Yeah.
of them. It's gonna be kind of like that with the movies.
Yeah.
You had to give a reward or award to a which movie would it be and why. So next week we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it lit up here. I
Yeah.
guarantee you. I guarantee you. And you're gonna have some idiot that's gonna come in here and try to distract what we're doing. Hey, did y'all hear Charlo is don't come in here with that shit because I'll just block you. I'll
Mm-hmm.
block you. I promise I will. I'll block you. I'm petty like that. If you see the thumbnail and then people go, "Oh, I didn't see the thumbnail. I just came in." Well, before you come in, read what the fucking title says. You don't have to see the thumbnail. It'll tell you what we're talking about if you're paying
Mm-hmm.
attention. But if you think you about to come in and disturb what we're doing, I'm just gonna get you up out of here. I might be able to jump on the panel with you, depending on how serious my morning is at work. Oh, well, Quee, to make sure you jump on, how about we don't wait till the morning of? How about we do it in the afternoon? Quee, how about? Because I would want you to get on. So how about we do that, Quee? How about we do that? I don't even know what day Halloween falls on. What day does Halloween fall on? Can you check that for me, underrated?
Yes, sir. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll check it.
I want you to jump on, and I want a DS3. I want you to be here for the participation. Share it out. It's Thursday. Oh, damn! It's
On
the same
Thursday.
day you go live, Queen. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. All right. Well, I have to go on before you go on, Quee. So I'm not, I don't never go on when you go on. I'm not trying to go close to your time. We have to respect when our families go live. We try to respect that time. Some great. Yeah, BC, we love you too, man. I love all y'all. So I'm gonna do it. Quee, probably not in the morning. I'll wait till later on when you get off of work.
Understand.
We'll do it where you could be able to participate and there's no interference. And BC, I want you to come on too, man. You ain't never came on my live. Come on up there, man. It's up to you. No, I want you to be able to come on, Quee. It ain't up to me. I need you to be available, Quee. I need your time to be available. I don't want you to have to get on and then have to get off because you got a conference call. And you know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard for you to do both, and you have to pay attention to your job. Nah, go in the morning. Nah, go in the morning? Okay. I'll go in the morning. I'll go in the morning. But we're gonna have some fun. When I get off here, I'm gonna set up the lives so they can be off already. I'll set it up for Halloween Thursday, and we're gonna go from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you after. I'm gonna call you after when you get off.
I'll be in the chat like I am now. Yeah, Quee, I'd rather you been up here though. It would have been better if you was up here. I'd like to hear your opinion on this battle that I'm gonna do. But it's all good. As long as you're there, I'm cool with that. Yeah, call me after because I'm gonna get on. I can't be on too long today. I got some errands I actually gotta run, so I'm gonna get up off here. Call me soon as it end. Holla at me on the
Yeah,
way.
Clint, let me ask you a question before you get. How you got that thumbnail, man? That thumbnail is hot
What's thumbnail?
for the Liberty.
Oh, so what I did was I just went to Facebook and I just put Liberty. Like if you was going to look for somebody,
Yeah.
and you know when you go look it up, they're gonna come up. And then you just go to where it says photos, and I just went where it says photos at, and I just pick which one I want. So what I do is when I press the picture, it says save to your phone, or it tells you where you want to share it. You want to share it to Facebook, you want to share it to Instagram. Like sometimes I send stuff to my DM so I can have it. You know I cut up. Yeah, I already know, Quee. So that's what I did. I went right there. Anytime I need a picture of a
Oh,
fighter,
Facebook. Okay.
anytime I need a picture of a fighter, let me tell you, that's where I get a lot of my thumbnails. I go to Facebook and I'll type up somebody's name and
Okay.
I'll take it, I don't screenshot it because all I got to do is press it and it'll say saved to my phone, or I'll send it to my DM on Instagram. And once it hits your DM on Instagram, you can save the picture like that. So that's what I do. I get a lot of my thumbnails. I don't know how nobody else do it, but that's what I do. Like with the Regis program, Jack Catterall, I went to Matchroom on Facebook. I went to Matchroom on Facebook, and that's how I got Jack Catterall, and that's how I get all my joints. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep 100 with you. That's how I get a lot of my pictures. That's how I get a lot of them. Um, because I be needing stuff. Except for the Edgar Berlanga and Canelo. That picture I did when I did that live, I was there for the press conference, so that was one of my personal pictures I put up for that one. I said it didn't make no sense going to look for that, and I'm like, you got pictures for that. Yeah, so next week I might, instead of it being a throwback Thursday, I haven't done that. It's Halloween, so I'll do. That's how I do. I might come back the following week with throwback Thursday. Everybody, please have a safe day today. Everybody get to where they're going safe today, man. Please, you know what I mean. We know how the world is, especially here where we at. City's crazy. Everybody have a safe and blessed day. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Next week we're gonna get it going. Of course, I'll be at the parade tomorrow, so it won't be no throwback talk tomorrow morning. I'll be out the door, and I probably won't do nothing Thursday night. Quee comes on, so we have to be there for when she comes on. Just like we have to be there when she comes on next week. So let's just make sure we all be where we supposed to be when she comes on. I love every single last one of y'all. Thanks for supporting me for always. I'll give y'all more information about when I sit and talk to Tiff about this Halloween boat ride for next year for 2025. We're gonna try to make it happen. And once we can see what we can do, in the next couple weeks, I'll start letting you guys know what happened because you guys is gonna have to be an event where you guys buy tickets. It's definitely gonna have to be because you got to make your money back from what you put in. So I'll let you guys know more when I talk to Mrs. McLean about Happy Hump Day. That's exactly what it's about to be for me today, BC. I'm about to be in there acting like I ain't got no home training. Next time y'all see Tiff, she gonna have twins.
Mm. Gotta drink
Man, let
to
me get
that.
the hell off here, man. Cause y'all got me starting shit on here, man. I ain't playing with y'all. I'm getting the hell out of here. I love y'all. Be good. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.
All right.